You ever had an experience that just, well, it changed the way you do everything from start to finish just from this one little thing that happened? Well, howdy doody everyone. First thing I'd like to say is thank you to all of our new subscribers. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Come on, hit the button. Hit the button. I don't lie to you here. I'll tell you the truth even if it hurts your feelings. My feelings, his feelings, their feelings, his feelings especially. Come on, hit the button. Hit the button. All right. Heather in Buffalo, always just, she is the responsible person for how sexy my nails look constantly. Thank you. Today's video is going to be one of my life stories from being a paranormal investigator. I wasn't really going to do any more of these because of the amount of hate, the amount of threats, the amount of, well, being called a liar. But the people on my lovely Facebook page, shameless plug, go over there and join. Tell Chrissy Lee I said hi. They want to hear some more of these stories, so I'm going to put them out even if, well, I get called a liar 10,000 times. Whew. Anyway, all right. This is about an investigation that was really impromptu. It's, well, we started out calling it the barn house, and that's literally what is on a folder in there, been scratched out and called something different now. I got a call at, if I remember correctly, because this really wasn't that long ago, it was about 4:30 in the morning, okay? And it was from a cleaning lady that works for Bank of America, okay? And she goes to foreclosed houses and other stuff like that and cleans it up. Her husband repairs stuff, you know, and they had a really crazy experience in this house, okay? So I told her, have your boss at Bank of America give us a call, gave them a number. They called the next day bright and early. I mean, like right at 9 a.m. They gave me the address of the place and faxed me over written permission to be there whenever and whatever, because they wanted to know what was in the house, because, well, they can't sell it when the person that is cleaning it can't even vacuum one room, okay? The cleaning lady and her husband and his little crew's experiences were, everything's fine downstairs, okay? Let me go back here. There's not a video on my channel anymore of this house, that I had to take it down, but I'll show you a little clip. It's a little clip I always use that, like with me running through the house with a gun. This is that house, okay? Downstairs, they would have nothing happen, okay? The cleaning lady was cleaning the carpets, okay, in the living room, dining room area downstairs. And she thought her husband and the crew were upstairs because she kept hearing them go back and forth, like walking, heavy boots walking. Well, his crew was in the bathroom and they were removing the bath fitter tub out of it, and they were trying to get to the original tub underneath it to see if they could salvage this bathroom and maybe redesign it, okay, his exact words. The bathroom was real funny too, like you had to walk up in it and then walk down. It was really weird, so they were going to redesign it and make it a second master bedroom and bathroom, okay? Well, even he thought his wife went upstairs. And so, like, they both, like, came out of the little rooms and met and went, what was that? So the guy and his little crew, which was 2 or 3 people, maybe 4, they went upstairs. And there was nothing there, okay? There was nobody there. No signs of anybody being there, but they saw what looked like a rust stain on the carpet and on part of the tile floor, okay? While they were up there, they heard what the guy sounded like was someone climbing the beams sideways. Like, like climbing the beam sideways in the wall. Okay, and this house was set up real funny. So it had like these little passageway things that went into other little rooms. And they said that they kept seeing something flash in that little like hole. I asked, well, did you go into the hole and look to see? And he said, yes, my younger brother went in and found that there's just a little really tight little hallway thing that went to a little diamond-shaped room. And then on the other side was just a wall. So there was nothing and no way to be, it did connect to the attic, kind of funny. And see, later on I'll get to that, but they heard stuff in that house the whole time. What made them freak out was that night that she called me, they were working in the house at night because, well, it's cooler and it was summertime. And they heard what sounded like a body get dropped on the floor. Like somebody picked somebody up and threw them down. And then so while they were standing there, their words, it sounded like someone got thrown down the stairs. And you could see like where it looked like it made some dust from the drywall hitting it. And like you could see what looked like legs flipping. Okay. I said, did you get this on camera? They said, no, we saw it, heard it, and ran. They didn't go back. Okay. We went back the next day. Okay. Well, I did to go check this place out. The place was a barn house. It was really set up cool. They had it was like set up like two houses. And they had a back deck that had a hot tub on it. And then when you went down, they had a little like pool, but looked like a bigger hot tub. So they had two hot tubs. And downstairs had a bedroom, bathroom, big living room, big dining room, big kitchen. Upstairs had a big living room and then two rooms, one with a bathroom and then another bathroom by the living room. We went there. Well, I did by myself during the day. I went and I looked around. It's a simple barn house. It looked like a barn. That's a house. Simple. It didn't feel funny. I didn't have any heaviness in there. Anything. I ran the spirit box for a few minutes by myself. I got absolutely nothing. So I scheduled to go back. Okay. I did something that, well, I never do anymore. I never, ever go to a place without looking up its history. Okay. And what actually happened there. Because when I learned what happened at this place, well, it freaked me out. Okay. It made me realize that I need to do my own research to make sure, because the lady at Bank of America gave me some information. It wasn't correct at all. Okay. Anyway, so I went back there that night. My team was on a whole nother thing. So I just was going to go there and see if I could get them running around upstairs, me and my son Rob. And well, we did. And so that's that little video you see of me going around with the gun checking, because it sounded like a group of people were having a fucking marathon up there. Like it was, like it was nuts. So we went up there and, okay, let's talk about the rust stain. The rust stain was half on the carpet and half on the back floor, okay, on the tile floor. We thought it was a rust stain. Okay, it wasn't. It was a blood stain, okay. We did our little investigation there. I took a swab of that, what I thought was rust. When I got it back here, I checked it. I found out it was blood, okay, where the blood was coming from. And the really goofy part is part of it was kind of fresh, okay. And if anyone knows anything about blood for real, it's kind of brown and it dries actually rather fast, okay. Like blood doesn't, it coagulates and go dry real quick. Well, I mean, not really quick, but it happens quicker than you think it does. Well, anyway, we were there, and they have one middle room where that hole is for the little thing in the wall. And, well, we saw stuff moving in there. We tried to capture it on video, but we couldn't. Like, we just couldn't. We left video there. I put a recorder and a camera in that little hole and caught nothing. But while we were there, it felt like there was someone in that room with a cannon waiting for you to walk by the door. Because every time you walked by the door, it felt like you were getting hit with something. And when we ran EMF in that room was super high in EMF for some reason. And no power in this house. Okay? But this one room had it really bad. So we backed out. We were in the little living area, and, well, you could hear what sounded like kids running around. And, well, I wasn't prepared for that. Like, I mean, like, we just thought there were going to be ghosts there. We didn't know what else was going to be there. So we got a little freaked out. Our camera battery and our light battery just all of a sudden drained for no reason. So I wanted to send a team there. I wanted to find out what all this shit was. I wanted to send people in the wall. I wanted to do all this crazy stuff. When I got back to my office, I found out that, well, first off, we tested that swab, and it was blood. Okay, it's a hemoglobin test. We found out it was blood. We started doing a little bit of research on that house, and we found out, no joke, about a month before we got this call, dude, like, straight up hacked people up in there. And he killed his wife and his 3 kids and then himself, right in that very spot where the blood was. If I would have known this, then things would have went differently. I would have biohazarded the house and had that cleaned up and then ran an investigation. We didn't know that. We didn't know, okay? And we didn't know that we were going to be dealing with fresh, and I hate to say it that way, but like a fresh child. Like these ghosts didn't even know they're dead. Like that's how it sounded. Like they were playing. Like you can hear them running around playing. It changed the way I investigate thoroughly. I don't go to a place right offhand first. I actually try to do as much research and find out if anything crazy has ever happened there before I go near that place, so that I could be better prepared to deal with what I was dealing with. Because if I would have known that not that long ago that there were people murdered there, well, first off, that blood needed to be cleaned up. Like, what in the, what? So, second, it needed to be handled different than us just going there and trying to see what we catch. It needs to be set up and handled because, well, we were going to be able to catch stuff there. Okay? We tried to go back. Bank of America decided to tear the house down. Because when I gave them my report saying that there's blood on the floor and that place needs to be hazmated and gone through, she said that wasn't there when the workers were there. I couldn't talk to them after that. I tried calling her. I couldn't get in touch with them. But so like literally that changed the way I do my investigations completely. Like I'd go into stuff prepared, okay? But not like, I'd check and see if anybody was killed there. I mean, that's just the simple of it. I'd check and see if there was any murders there in the last 20 to 50 years, and I'd see if I can get any information on it. Because then I kind of know what I'm dealing with, you know? So, I mean, like, it's a learning lesson. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story. I mean, like, I enjoy telling these. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I tell you the truth. Whether you don't like it, I don't like it, anybody don't like I just do it. It hurts, but it's the way it works. Oh, bye.